This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Liquid Web. Save 33% off VPS hosting with code VPS33OFF. ButcherBox, it's basically your meat for the month in a box. Get $10 off with code MMA Nuts. Shave Mob, get a great shave. Save 10% off with code GWNet23. DentalPlans.com. Join a plan and save money off dental procedures. Save 10% off plus 3 free months with code MMA Nuts. Defense Soap, used by more champions in more countries than any other brand. Save 15% off with code MMA Nuts. Hey fans, it's MMA Nuts, episode 326.
326!
My name's Ingo Weigel.
Matt Grimmett, every show. By MMA fans, for MMA fans, we're walking live between serious and ridiculous.
Ridiculous being the New England Patriots winning the Super Bowl yet again in glorious fashion. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback in all of NFL history. 5 Super Bowls, all kinds of records. The man is unstoppable. They were what, down 20 points or something?
25 points in the third quarter, if I recollect.
They showed us a stat. 93-0, our teams who are winning by a margin of 13 or more or something.
And no one's ever come back from being down by 10 points.
Ever. Now it's 93-1. The New England Patriots.
You know who a real winner of the Super Bowl was?
Who?
Lady Gaga, Ingo.
Thank you. Why is that, Matt?
Fucking halftime performance of a lifetime. Best performance ever. She fucking skydived through the dome on wires, dropped down. Fuck it. Sang the whole show, ran around, everything's choreographed, no lip syncing. What a champ. And then at the end, catches a pass and then drops into the end zone. I don't know.
Who knows?
Just falls off the screen. There goes Lady Gaga.
She looks like a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah. Speaking of fun.
What?
UFC, fight night, whatever. And hey, as we're talking about this recap, whatever happened to UFC having huge cards on Super Bowl weekend?
I don't know.
What happened to that?
There are no stars left, Matt. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Which exactly big card are we doing?
Korean Zombie versus Dennis Bermudez.
Yes.
That's kind of sad when that's your top event or your main event.
Maybe they're tired. Maybe they figured they wouldn't compete. I don't know.
Well, it's on Saturday. They've done it a lot in the past. It was always Super Bowl weekend is going to be the biggest and baddest card of the year.
Yeah. Was it always in the same city? Or no?
No,
right. I don't know. I mean, McGregor's out. Jones is out. Who's left? We got
Morales is retired.
Yeah. We don't have any big stars, Matt, so it's hard to put on a grand show without the big stars.
I think they blew it out in Brooklyn or in New York, Madison Square Garden.
It's very possible. But let's talk about this main event. Quite one-sided it was. And this is the Korean Zombie coming back off of a long layoff stint in the Korean military, apparently.
Yeah. You got to do a mandatory 2 years.
That's right.
And injury.
Who?
Korean Zombie.
Oh, yes.
So he was injured. And I guess apparently that injury, the rumor was it helped him because when you go into the military over in Korea, they have to grade your body and your skills and assess you. And then based on that, depends what you can and can't do. And since he went in with a shoulder injury, he was rated lower. So he was actually didn't have to live in the base, had to live in his home, and still was able to train MMA.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Otherwise, he may not have been able to do all that. Allegedly. This is a rumor out there.
Alleged. Okay.
That's right. So, I'll say this. I got to appreciate the man who comes out to Zombie, Zombie, little cranberry action. I don't know what the fuck Dennis Bermudez came out to.
Some wacky shit.
Bullshit.
I don't know.
Like, what are we doing? You
got
got to come out to something we know.
Fast forward, I was like, what is this? I don't know.
Seriously.
It's crazy.
And then we get to the fight, and it looks like Bermudez, he rocked the Zombie a little bit early.
We just woke him up, Matt. That's all.
You don't want to hurt. That's like Chris Lehman, right? You hit him and there he is. Now it's go time. Yeah. I'm the Zombie. And Bermudez kept trying to work the takedown, couldn't get it. Korean Zombie's just walking him down, going, what? He's just kind of Diaz him, like, what do you got? And then he clips him with that uppercut and hits him with a couple more shots on the ground.
Yep.
Bermudez thought it was an early stoppage. What'd you think?
I'm okay with it.
I think so. I don't think anything good. It was done. I don't think else is coming from that. But man, I don't understand how you're off 3.5 years and you look that awesome when you come back.
Because he's the zombie.
I think the only other person was Dominic Cruz when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
He ran over somebody, Mizugaki.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. I don't know, dude. It seems like some guys are able to deal with the ring rust, as they call it, and other guys are not.
He looked super calm when he came out, too. Just like, another day at the office. Not a big deal. He gave props to Dominic Cruz after the fight.
He did, huh?
He tweeted at him. He said, "The things you said in your press conference about ring rust really inspired me. Thank you. Thank you." Ooh, okay. So I don't know what's next for Korean Zombie, but damn, that's impressive. I like that. Good to see the man back.
Yeah.
Wish I had one of those Korean Zombie shirts. I never got one back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Come to think of it, I think I ordered one. I never got it.
Bastard.
Yeah, was that with the purple, with the like teal color thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I ordered one. I never got it. It's weird.
I think they had hats too, if I remember.
Son of a monkey. They might have new ones now.
They might.
So
maybe a retro print.
We should make some and just sell them.
That's right. Fuck copyright.
Steal that shit.
Shit. We'll copyright Korean Zombie. Done.
Oh, we could.
We can do whatever.
That would be some shit.
We challenge that. That's right. Because I am part Korean.
Which part?
I don't know.
Okay.
Never mind.
You don't want to say from the waist down.
No.
The Asian, is they say.
What?
Asians got tiny.
Well, it's like that. The fuck was that game I just sent you the other day? That Conan.
Oh yeah.
Something or other.
Conan the Barbarian.
Some video game where.
A lot of nakedness.
Where they showed the slider because they can show. Apparently they can show naked. They can show cock in there, and every race.
That's what I want out of a video game.
Well, you can make the cock bigger.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, only longer. You can't make it girthier. But apparently, the black man's default is like 3 times the size of every other race in that game.
It's a misnomer, Matt.
So racist.
What?
I don't know. I was waiting for awkward silence. So what else back to this card? There was a 210 pounder heavyweight fighting I think he was 256 pound heavyweight and knocked him out.
Nice.
So he took the fight on 2 weeks notice and it's going to go back to 205 for his next fight.
Okay.
Forgot the name. That's what happens in the heavyweight division.
Yes. Curtis Blades from Chicago, one-man wrecking machine.
Mm-hmm.
Used to train under Comprito here and there. Looks like the heavyweight division's got some young talent that could potentially shake things up. It'd be interesting.
They need it.
Well, yeah, it'll be interesting. And he's young. I think he's in his 20s. So he's kind of young to be a heavyweight.
It's a little bit. You need to be at least 36.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. But I don't know. The old guard is starting to get old, So it's, let's see.
And then Felice Herrera got a win.
That's right. She did.
Oven St. Preux lost.
Again?
Yeah. John Jones. And I think that was about it. So I got.
That's it? All right. Moving on to news.
Let's talk UFC 208 real
quick.
quick.
No.
Well, we're not gonna talk about who's gonna win or lose, but I just want to say the main card for UFC 208 is Holly Holm versus Jermaine Durandamy, Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson, Ronaldo Jacare Souza versus Tim Boetsch, Glover Teixeira versus Jared Cannonier, and Dustin Poirier versus Jim Miller. That being said, how many pay-per-view buys do you think UFC 208 does?
I was just thinking that. I am going to say, when is that? Oh, that's next weekend.
It's next weekend. Still debating whether we're going to watch it. I don't know.
Where is this? Is this in New York?
I don't know if this is the Brooklyn card.
Yeah, it is. Brooklyn.
Okay.
Looking at the card. I'm going to go ahead and say 350,000.
Wow.
Oh, wait a second.
You're going that big?
Anderson Silva. I changed my prediction to 700,000.
Jesus Christ.
It's Anderson Silva.
I think you're out of your mind.
Anderson the Spider.
I think you're so crazy. I'm going to say 250,000 at best.
It's Anderson
main
Silva.
event drives the card.
No
He's
way.
not the main event. He's fighting fucking Derek Brunson, right?
Yeah, but it's a
Yes.
title fight. They got to put it first.
No, you don't.
Why not?
Fucking, who the shit wants to watch Holly Holm versus someone I don't even know? Does not matter. The division we created for Chris Cyborg, that Chris Cyborg is not even fighting, and we still don't even know what's going to happen with her.
Do you know what my pick for fight of the card is?
Poirier versus Miller.
Thank you. Yes. And is that even on the main
That should
card?
be the main event. That's his fight out of all those that I'm
It
most
should.
excited to
Yes, it
watch.
should.
And
It
it's
is
the
a-
fucking bottom.
Are they even on the
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view, or are they going to be in the fight?
No, they're actually on the main
all right,
card, thank
all right.
God.
Okay.
Not doing that bullshit. I hate that shit where they don't put a good card or a good fight at the entry point of the main event. They want to put it as like you're saying, like let's put it on the Fight Pass prelimits, or let's make it the first show on Fox.
Get people excited.
Right, to add to the pay-per-view. People, I don't give a fuck what's on Fox Sports 1 or the goddamn internet. Whatever the main card is, that's what I'm paying for. The better fights you put on there, the better chance you have to sell more. Makes sense. Put everything there.
Yes.
I don't get
Poirier
it.
versus Miller, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to take Poirier in that for some reason. I'm feeling Poirier. Although
Wow.
I think it's going to be a war.
Yeah.
3-round
He's
war.
hit or miss, though. Poirier.
Yeah, I
Hot
think
and
it's
cold.
a decision fight, and it's going to be tough fight. People are going to get knocked down. There's going to be some ground action.
I think he's getting submitted.
You think?
Who? I don't know. Poirier. I think he's
so.
getting submitted. All right. Moving to some news. We got
Okay, I wanted to show this to you earlier, but here we have you seen this? Sage Northcutt and Max Holloway at the fucking Houston, was it Rockets?
Yeah.
And, they're hanging out, talking to the camera. The mascot bugging him. He's got like a black belt on. He's all, is a mouse. What is it? I don't know, bear. So he grabs the gloves. And then Holloway's like, oh, no, you didn't. I got my gold shirt. Bam! Knocks him out of the ground and pound from Sage Northcutt. And it's all done. I like it. I really do.
Well, Joanna Jędrzejczyk's beat the shit out of not one but two mascots now. So why do the UFC fighters or does the UFC have a grudge against all the NBA mascots?
I think it's just for fun. It's funsies.
No, it's racist.
It's bam.
He got all of that one.
He did.
But Joanna didn't get all of hers.
No.
Is this the WME influence? Because they're all over the sporting
Yes.
events now.
Yeah, I think it's a cross thing, cross promotion.
cross-promotion.
Well, I didn't watch the Super Bowl really. What you watched? Did you see any MMA ads or anything?
No,
Cross?
I saw Tyron Woodley tweeting out because he was sitting next to Dana White and someone else and saying, oh, this isn't quite over yet. The fourth quarter, New England still has a chance.
Wait a minute. The black man was next to the white man who said that he was always being racist against?
He's been
Is
the
that a word?
worst treated champion in UFC history, sitting in pretty fucking good seats at the Super Bowl. So it begs the
Weird.
question, is it because he raised the stink saying he was worst rated champion?
Could be.
And now that's why he's there?
Yeah. Or Dana's like, shut up.
Shut your pie hole.
Take the seat and shut up.
That's right. Tweet something out.
Keep talking, put my
Maybe
cock in your
I'm
mouth.
doing something.
Then you can say it's racist.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's right.
I'll stop there.
Moving right along. Let's
Please.
see. So as we were talking about Dana White, apparently Dana offered Nick Diaz to fight Masvidal. Or wait a second. Demian Maia. You ever? I don't know. My shit's all fucked up. Either Demian Maia.
Yes, you got it right. Masvidal was offered to Demian Maia, and Demian didn't want to take that fight. He didn't think that was a good move for him.
No.
But they never even rejected it, and then Dana got on social media talking shit about Demian or something. So Demian made this huge, long-ass post.
Yeah.
It's like a whole fucking Bible verse. Like,
And then there's a couple questions. So one is Demian ever gonna get a title shot?
no, I firmly believe the man will never get a title shot. I don't know what the problem is with him, but I don't think they want this guy as a champion.
But again, it goes back to, why don't you want someone who's very respectful? He's like a GSP in that regard.
Sure.
A true martial artist. Why don't you want that as a champion?
I think they're afraid of him. I think they're afraid that if he gets the belt, it's going to be it's like a boring kind of a champ type thing, and they need flash and excitement.
But he's finishing people. I get it if he was decisioning. He's finishing again.
It's jiu-jitsu, though. They don't care about
jiu-jitsu. How did the UFC start?
They don't give a shit. Look how they're ending.
Well, it's Gracie, jiu-jitsu, right?
They shit all over everything.
No.
It's all about the monies. They want the WWE action. Damian's not vocal enough. I think Damian's just turned heel.
Well, that's the next question I was going to ask. At what point does he just start, motherfuck everybody, fuck you, I'm going to kill people?
Like what is it? I will kill you.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
This works for Barely. Let me test this one out.
See if you can do it.
Maybe we need to handle Maia's PR for him.
We
got some ideas for you.
I got some things for you.
Here's what you need to do.
Just pull your cock out.
Here, take this flashlight. We're going to shut the lights off. Now you're going to talk some shit. You remember what Anderson Silva said to you in Portuguese when you were fighting him in Brazil and you wouldn't tell us? But we know what was said.
Oh, I recently watched that fight back like maybe 2 weeks ago. For some reason, I was on YouTube or something. I forgot. And I forgot, like, he was actually doing all right in the 4th round against Anderson.
Anderson was running away.
Yeah, because he was tired.
Yes.
And Demian was like, oh, here's my chance. But he couldn't get to him. And it would have been an interesting thing had they actually decided. He probably could have dragged him down and finished his ass. Yeah. But, yeah, Damian's had a rough road. I don't see this happening.
Maybe it's a grudge from that fight still. But that fight was not Damian's fault.
They blame him for that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think if that was the title shot, right? Mm-hmm. And you're the UFC, like, oh, fuck that guy, never again. Fuck
was that
Anderson
in Saudi Arabia
Silva.
or whatever?
It was in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, with BJ Penn was on the card too, with Frankie Edgar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was some shit.
Yep.
We'll see. I hope Demian gets his shot, but
I feel like he won't. He'd say he's gonna sit and wait, see what happens after this.
Why not?
Because I actually like both those matchups: Maia versus Woodley or Maia versus Thompson.
I like his chances versus Woodley better, but yes.
I like his chances against both, actually, yeah. I think he beats both. I think he beats anybody at 170. And I don't want to see him fight anybody else.
No.
The only other caveat was the GSP. If GSP would, if they're just gonna, I wish they would just be straight up with the man and say, listen, Damian, you're not gonna get the fucking title shot. And then he could just say, fine, okay, I want GSP. I want Nick Diaz.
Go for the monies.
I want Nate Diaz. Something. Just tell the man where he stands. Don't tell him you're going to get a title shot and not give it to him. Be straight up. And apparently, the UFC can't do that for some reason.
Ever.
Yeah.
No chance.
What else you got?
All right, I'll keep it light. CM Punk, looking for a fight again. What do you think about that?
Well, I like it because Jason Ellis has been lobbying to get the fight against CM Punk.
Isn't he the one who just got KO'd?
No, he's like the radio guy, former skateboarder. He does little boxing matches. He's the one who did that Shane Carwin thing with his.
Oh, yeah.
Carwin had his arm duct taped behind his back, and he still knocked Jason out with one hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just got KO'd, right? Yeah.
Recently, yes.
Is he allowed to fight?
Why not?
Is this a UFC fight?
Yes, but I mean, I'm actually okay with that fight because if you're gonna have someone fight CM Punk, you can't have a current UFC fighter. We already saw the guy had 2 fights or 3 fights, whatever. Mickey Gall and just railroaded him.
Dude, that's what you do. You have him fight a boxer. Have him fight James Toney or something.
No, that ain't gonna work out any better. The best fight, skill-wise, would be Jason Ellis because he's got a little bit of training in there, and they're probably at the same level and a little bit of fame on each side. So that would be a pretty competitive match, actually.
Okay.
Why not? I say do it. Do it.
All right, I got one more for you.
Go ahead.
Well, maybe 2. But here, this is what I was talking to you about. Oh, no.
What?
Come on, don't do this to me. The website is freaking out.
Chaka Khan!
Oh, here it goes. So, Thursday, there was a fight where we got a clear situation where we have a choke happening, okay? And this is Sergio Quinones versus Castle Williams on the Tai Chi Palace fights. As you can see, he's got this choke sunken pretty deep. Looks like a Darce choke of some style. Okay, look, he's done.
Oh,
he's done here.
Maybe he thinks it's professional wrestling.
We're not stopping the fight yet. Okay,
I saw him pick
carry
it
on.
up and drop it.
Carry on. Just making sure.
Check it twice.
Oh, okay, he's done. I mean, there's a good like 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds in between here. My question to you is when is this shit gonna stop? Because clearly the referee has no idea what he's watching. Why is that, Matt?
Probably because he has no fucking jiu-jitsu training. He's probably a boxing ref.
Do you see a problem with this? Since
No.
this is an MMA
the
fight?
guy's face isn't blue. If the guy's face is blue, we'd have a problem. I'd say you choke them until they're blue.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of brain damage this caused, but
None.
0.
Chokes cause
No brain damage.
But every time I get choked, my throat hurts for like a while.
Yes.
I don't know what that's about.
Can you sing first?
I volunteered for that one.
Yes, you did.
It's better to volunteer than get chosen. I know that.
Craziness.
You got anything else?
I have one more if you want to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got. Did you see this fight sportsmanship? Guy throws a punch. Oh, dislocates his arm in the process.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah, the opponent resets it for him.
Oh, what happened? See YouTube's got. Yeah, he resets his form, and then they fight on. So, I think.
Here, let me help you.
Yeah! Bam. Oh, he's like, hey, thanks, man. It's all good. All right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Fight on, they say.
So thank you so much.
That technically should not be legal.
It happened in Germany, so
stop that shit.
It's kind of like, hey, whatever. But
the USA,
it was kickboxing, so no blood, no foul. But I have to say,
what
would have happened if that dude knocked that other dude out? Wouldn't he be pissed at himself?
Probably. Who was it? I thought Pettis broke an arm or something and then head kicked the dude before he was in the UFC and knocked him out cold.
Sounds right.
I mean, it happens, but it's good sportsmanship right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with this. Man, you want to see who's a better man. You don't want to win because of a bullshit dislocated shoulder.
Good point.
I don't want to win that way. I want to knock that fucker out, right?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got?
Let's see. Mayhem Miller
Oh,
acquitted in his domestic violence case.
Oh, boy.
It says Miller testified in court that his ex tried to hit him with a choke that he taught her, but she couldn't execute the move because her legwork was sloppy.
Nice.
He also claimed the two had a very bizarre and kinky sex life involving threesomes, golden showers, choking, and more.
Okay.
And it says Miller argued that he was the real victim who was simply stuck defending himself from a trained fighter with a violent streak. And the jury bought it. So is this a wacky person, or is this CTE when we're talking about Mayhem?
I think you got both. I think the CTA just made the crazy worse.
Yeah, like
He's definitely crazy before.
You remember that HBO interview when he's doing the real sports?
He's fucking hitting a bong. You got the guy sitting there all day, just like, no, I'm not done yet. And yes, it was amazing. And the fact they picked that guy, there's a million other people they could have interviewed.
Because they're trying to make MMA look like the worst sport ever.
Of course.
Yeah. Didn't work.
It did not.
I think they won an award for that segment.
They certainly did.
Assholes. There was a rumor that Michael Venom Page was going to fight Paul Daley. Apparently that one's not going to happen.
Oh, no?
Yeah. It would have been a good fight. I don't know what the
I would have liked that.
details are. I feel like Venom Page needs to be pushed, and Paul Daley seems like the right speed to push him at. Because you don't want to Rory McDonald, really either of those guys right now.
No.
Josh Koscheck, I know, is going to fight soon, or you do that Koscheck-Daley rematch, and maybe Daley can get another late blow in and then gets kicked out of Bellator for life. Then what do you got to do?
Yeah. Still banned from the UFC after all this time.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
No leeway for hitting the ref, I guess.
No gray area.
No.
Vitor Belfort says prostitutes have unions. Why not MMA?
2 questions.
Yeah.
Number 1, how does he know that?
Because he's a world traveler. He is a man of many places.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the world's most interesting man. I'm not sure.
Could be. Number 2, what the fuck's going on with the unions? Because we had a lot of noise in the fall about multiples, and now we have heard nothing.
We have too much chaos, none of them working together. There's no synergy, and that's a problem, Ingo. That's a problem, right?
We need a... Yes. It is a problem because... maybe they're doing something, but it doesn't seem like. So
no, I think that one's gonna shut down. I think the Jeff Boris backed one said, I think by March, if he didn't have X amount of signatures, and I think it was Lucas Middlebrook that tweeted out that in May they're having that huge fighter summit again where everybody's gonna be in Vegas, and he said, hey, that'd be a perfect time for one of you unions to get all your signature cards.
yeah,
Everybody's together in one spot. All you need to do is, hey, speaking of everybody's leaving, let me talk to you about unions.
Stand at the airport as people come in.
No, I'd be like right outside the conference area.
Okay.
You guys taking a break? Let me talk to you about unions. Here, read this literature. Sign this. Let's get it done. Someone's got to make it happen.
Are you saying we should go to Vegas and make this happen?
No, that's not our fight. I'll support it. But Conor McGregor needs to step up.
The Irish.
Needs to. You want to start your own fight promotion? Form a union. And the last thing I have, I'll give you a random USADA fact.
Ooh.
USADA collected 233 gallons of urine in 2016.
Ew.
So my question is, what are they going to do with all that piss?
Drink it.
Well, I think they're going to feed supplements to Lyoto Machida for the next year. Since he doesn't know what he can and cannot take.
Aren't they storing all this stuff too?
Yeah.
Wow.
They like to catch everybody at all cost. I'm going to come back 17 years later and taint you and strip you of everything. Like, who's that?
Lance Armstrong?
Usain Bolt just had a medal stripped because one of his partners on one of the relays tested positive for something.
Whoa.
So stripped that gold medal from him.
That sucks.
Yeah. Everybody's on something. Who cares? Moving right along. Astronauts.
Yeah.
Jared Christensen asks, Andrei Arlovski is the number 10 ranked heavyweight in the UFC even after losing 4 non-competitive fights in a row.
Yes.
Obviously, this indicates just how pathetic the division is now. What can be done to change it?
Well, I think you could certainly,
triple the pay for heavyweights. Because the problem is all the other sports pay so much more. And if you're a big man, you're probably going to be playing. Big man that's athletic, probably going to be playing football.
You want the heavyweights making the most money.
They should be. Pay should be based on weight. Sorry, Mighty Mouse. You're just going to get fucked.
Okay.
You're already fucked.
I'll be a heavyweight soon.
Yeah.
5'4", 300 pounds.
That's fine. As long as you can throw bombs.
Just like bowl him down.
Stand bag.
Wow. Yeah. Making 40 grand is not really worth it to get your head
when you can
bashed
make
in.
$500,000 in the NFL, and even if you're on a practice squad, I'd imagine you're probably making $300,000.
Yeah, I think the
more.
league minimum is higher than that. It's
the league minimum for all the sports is damn near $500,000, except for comparing it to MMA, and these guys aren't making $500,000.
No,
they're probably training more than any other sport there is.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of years as some guys start to transition over. If they're successful, I think if the competition level goes up and more guys are successful from other sports, it'll increase the interest. But perhaps the other thing I was thinking is if they make it more spectacle at the heavyweight division, so it's more of which draws more interest. So they make it, I don't know, like David Goliath, kind of like
Well, we kind of had that with that 205er versus 210 versus 250 something.
Yeah.
Like I'm in for that. Or bring in the freak show. You want to do like Shaq? I don't know. He was at the event, and they're like, let's just keep rolling them out. Oh, look at Shaq and Felice Herrig standing next to each other. What? What the fuck? Why do we got to keep doing this to Shaq? He's in the background between Brian Stan and John Anik. like pretend he's fighting. And
That's
then
awesome.
Stan's like trying not to laugh, and he's gonna call him out. Fucking Shaq's behind us, jacking off or something. Like, what does he do? Shaq should have just came up and just laid his cock on Stan's shoulder.
There you go.
Oh my God!
Or just manhandle Felice, like 300
She's
pound weight
literally
difference.
half his size of the man.
Right. Like a 300 pound
Yeah.
weight difference.
Like, well, speaking of my dicks, right there.
Yes.
Literally right there. Cody Burgess asks, what are 5 dream matches that never happened? You gotta go Cyborg versus Rousey.
That's
That one I want.
top of the list. GSP Anderson Silva.
Yep.
Um.
Lesnar Fedor.
Oh yeah, in their primes.
When they're prime. Yeah.
Yeah. You got
GSP. Did you say GSP or Anderson or John Jones
I
versus
said
Anderson?
GSP Anderson or John
Okay.
Jones Anderson. It's a good one too. That's 4. What would be another one? Thinking. Heavyweights.
Luis Gracie, Ken Shamrock 5, Tim Sylvia, Andrei Arlovski 7.
Yeah, it's like just keep letting them fight.
Fuck it.
Every card they fight.
Every weekend.
Just go at it.
Dude, Joy.
Yeah. I kind of would have liked to see Cain Velasquez Fedor too, for some reason. I think,
Or Cain Velasquez, John Jones, prime.
yeah, that too. Daniel Cormier, John Jones too.
It's supposed to happen.
It's
Or,
never
well,
happening.
John's supposed to get the next title shot when he comes off of suspension.
Right.
So, let's see. Moving right along. Jeff Ellsbury asks, if Matt and Ingo had a boxing match on hoverboards, who would win?
The hoverboards.
Yeah. I see a broken spine and or
geez.
neck and or scrotum.
Hoverboards, that would not be good. You ever see like?
If they might burst into flames. Because literally, I think we're gonna fuck ourselves up before we hit
Like,
each other.
Oh, I'm dead.
I don't even want to try that. Maybe 5 years ago we would have tried that.
Yeah.
I don't see a good outcome.
I get cautious now, more so than ever, because I'm afraid I'm like getting brittle. You know, before I jump on some stuff, jump on a skateboard,
Yeah.
whatever. But now I'm like, all right, I gotta make sure I have pads. It's like, you know.
I know my back is fucked up. I can't even. Like, I tried to do heavy bag work the other day, and every time I do it, my back is just fucked up for weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I can't even do that anymore. It's
From the
frustrating.
impact, kind of.
The twist,
joint.
all the twisting, and
Ah.
I mean, I only went 70%, and I was literally 3 weeks fucked up my back. Like, frustrating. The thing you love to do the most, you can't do anymore.
Yeah, maybe you go 50%, 40.
Well, I figured, can I at least do 70? I figure 70 is the safe. I was trying to play the Johnny Hendricks on a heavy bag. I couldn't even do that, for fuck's sake.
You gotta eat more cheeseburgers.
Maybe.
That's the
The
trick.
Baconators,
That's
right?
Mhm.
Fucking, I won't be 185. I'm 210, god damn it.
Jeez.
God damn it.
I weigh 185. That's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you're like bigger than ever, aren't you?
No?
Huge.
No, I was like a lot bigger in the past. Like
Okay.
228.
Oh, jeez.
So but that was also juice out of my
Pissing
mind.
It's like
I was
breathing
juiced to
fire.
the tits back then.
yeah.
Johnny A. Utah. Hey, Utah, give me 2. He asked, do you think Holm beats Cyborg when she wins the title?
No. I think it's going to be a one-sided destruction of. I'm picturing Cyborg versus Gina Carano too. Maybe worse because Gina gave her a fight for a minute.
Gina mounted her too.
Yeah.
A couple times.
I think Holm
It was just crazy.
gets run over. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, and I think Holm ran away from that fight, from what I remember. Like, whoa, we don't want Cyborg to fight Holm. If they do 138 pounds, oh, now all of a sudden you can magically make 145
Yep.
for her because you're gonna fight someone we don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. I also asked, do you think she beats Nunes if they eventually meet? Holm versus Nunes.
That's interesting to me. I don't know.
It's a toss-up.
It's like-
I think it's a 50-50.
yeah.
If I gotta pick one, probably gonna go with Nunes.
I'm gonna take Holm.
Okay. And he also asked, what about the Joanna champion versus Andrade matchup, which is now confirmed by Dana.
Yeah, it's not moving the needle for me.
I think it's, it's the lighter weight class. Again, like 115 women is like 125 men. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. You're 4'2" and 100. You are smaller than my 15-year-old daughter, but when my daughter was 13, you were still smaller. I can't fucking respect that.
I would let her beat me up, though.
Who?
Which one? Either one.
Okay.
Take a little smack around a little bit.
Oh, something. Oh, you're going to go the Mayhem Miller route of choking, pissing? And...
I don't know about pissing. That's a little,
I don't know.
That's taking it a little far. But, it can I can see how that can happen. And then, like, once it happens once, like, maybe then it's just, like, becomes normal.
Does that happen in a bedroom or does it happen in a bathroom?
Probably yes.
Yes. I can see it if you're in a shower. I mean, everything's going down anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm trying to picture a scenario where I'm like, go ahead and just piss on me.
Okay, here's what
maybe if I'm here it is. We're camping, all right? We're in a sleeping bag. It's like pouring rain, and we're so cold, it's shivering, we're gonna die. Then I'm like, go ahead and just piss on me. Please, just warm me up for a minute. But otherwise, I don't know.
I feel like it's a first date kind of thing. All right, here's my deal.
Yeah, okay.
I like to piss on chicks. You're either in or you're out.
Okay.
And then you'll know where you stand.
Good way to like.
I'm in. Okay, great.
The scary thing about the first date, if the girl was to be in, that means she's probably way more freaky than that. You might be in big trouble.
No, you might be in really good times.
I'm trying to picture a scenario where I'm having fun when I'm getting
she
pissed
also
on.
is super loaded with money.
Oh, that helps.
And she likes to do lots of stuff.
Okay.
Lots of stuff.
Okay.
She likes to scissor fight.
I'm listening. She's just wild and crazy.
Yes.
And rich.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's lots of women out there just like that.
Totally. Totally.
Just lining up.
Goddamn right.
Okay.
Rodrigo Machado will close it out. It's time! Pound sign Nuts Rule. Pound sign Matt Rape Train. Pound sign Ingo Sugar Daddy. Would you rather save the life of a starving African child that you will never meet or have an actual working lightsaber?
That's not really a question. That's not even a fair question.
I know.
Are you kidding me? It's a lightsaber, dude.
Goddamn right. Fuck that.
I can do both somehow,
kid.
but I'm sorry, little kid. It's a fucking lightsaber.
I will kill that little kid with a lightsaber. I will save his life
lightsaber?
by slicing him up.
The universe will
YouTube
fuck you,
video.
though, because you'll chop your own limb off with that thing. Cause you're
I know.
Should have saved the
so
kid,
dangerous.
you stupid asshole, selfish prick.
No, that kid's going to die anyway. Who am I to...
Maybe.
Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or your funeral?
Wedding.
Well, my funeral, I don't give a fuck because I'm dead. Wedding is a lot better. You have a lot of people and you have a lot of fun. Would you rather go back in time and meet your ancestors pre-1800s or go way back into the future and meet your great-grandchildren post-2200?
I want to go in the future.
Why?
I'd like to see what's going to happen. What already happened, I don't really care that much about.
I'd like to go to the past.
Yeah, why?
Because I have, like, when I traced my family tree back, it went to, I think, Wales and some kind of kings and queens type shit. I want to see what was actually there.
They'll probably be pissing on each other.
They might be pissing on each other. Might be 223 gallons of piss and or cum.
See, there's a theme.
Might be a
show.
real party.
It's coming
Someone
up.
might be decapitated. There might be, my man might be the king of fucking Providence and chopping heads off of bitches.
Maybe.
You might have a head collection for all I know. I want to know where I came from.
In a jar? Jars?
Yeah. I know where I'm going. I think I want to see where I came from.
Okay.
And last question, fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
WWE edition. Hang on.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill.
We got Eve Torres, Marise Ole, and Melina Perez. So we'll start with Eve Torres, married to Halleck Gracie, I believe.
Not bad.
Or Henner Gracie, one of the fucking Gracies.
A little skinny guy.
And then we got Maurice here. And then Melina Perez.
Jeez. Okay. The blonde's got to go. Gotta shoot her. I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
So you got between her.
Yeah, it's a tough decision.
Her.
I think we're gonna fuck this one, Melina Perez, and marry the other one, Eve Torres.
Kind of with you. I think I'm marrying Eve Torres. I'm killing Melina, and I am fucking.
There you go.
Maurice.
Blonde.
Yeah. Why not? That's a one-timer for sure. Oh, sure.
Best 30 seconds of her life.
At least. Fuck her twice. What?
There you go. Nice. I'll be here all night.
Yeah, damn right. Knowledge. You got anything for
I do not,
knowledge?
Matt. I do not. Do you have
I got something. I gotta get my phone out. It's a little video action. There's a Game of Thrones guy. I forgot what his name is. Thor Bjornsson.
Okay.
He is blowing it out with a 455-pound log lift over his head.
What? Is that the big guy?
Yeah. They're fucking going ape shit in the background, by the way. That was pretty easy, which is kind of frightening. 455. Boom. Just going ape shit.
Turning purple. Jesus Christ. That is a lot of weight.
Remember, I know. Remember when he was fucking around with Conor McGregor and Conor was just like lighting him up? Like, you're so. And that guy was gassed out after a minute. It was the same thing with Mariusz Pudzianowski. All right, fight Tim Sylvia and pretty much every one of Pudzianowski's fights. He just turns purple as fuck.
Yep. It's the
like
difference
cock,
in
you know like,
cardio style. This guy's got a lot of power he can harness into one.
In like 10 seconds of cardio.
Yeah, not the
Just
same
avoid
thing.
him for about a minute. And then,
You're good.
And what? The little man will beat the big man.
Usually, if you can run away.
You gotta gas him out. That's what it's all about, right?
Yes.
That's it.
Close.
Shut down.
My name's Ingo Weigold.
Hi, Griffith. Thanks
Next
for playing.
time.